Hello folks, the sun's in my eyes so I can't really see you. I'm hoping you can see me okay. It's that time of year where you've got to get all the brown leaves and all the damaged leaves off your strawberry plants. So I'm going to get a start on it today. Whether I get, how many I get done, it will just depend on how I feel. And whether I get any interruptions, but I'm going to crack on. Try and cut them back as far as you can to the crown. That's the part where they all shoot from. You'll help to prevent disease and rot when the plants start to get established for the new growing season. Now obviously all the leaves and that is going to be good for compost, so you can stick that in your compost bin. It's an exciting time of the year. You get to see whether your hard work from the previous years is paid off. You can see lots of new growth on these plants. Didn't bring my best secateurs, that's unfortunate, because these are getting a bit blunt now. I don't even know whether you can see this end of the raised beds, but let's just hope we can. Now this year we've had quite a few frosty nights, so this should have done both the strawberries and the rhubarb some good, because they both like cold frosty winters to produce a good crop of fruit. But this would be so much easier if I'd got my proper secateurs with me instead of these old ones. It's been one of those days, folks, where a lot of things have gone wrong. know it's the weather's mild, folks, because my jacket's undone. It's unbelievable how it's changed. It's in double figures now, so I would say it's got to be about 12 degrees, I would have thought. 12 or 13 Celsius, that is. Which I guess is it's more than 50 Fahrenheit. Right, sorry folks, I've got to get used to this filming again, haven't I, with the angles. But that's basically one bed done. I'd just like to just loosen the soil up a little bit, tidy it up. It's a psychological thing more than anything. It makes me feel good. And there's one bed done. Move on to the next one. Oh. See, there's lots of runners have rooted themselves last year. So we've got lots of nice new plants in here. I've still got a few of the dead runners from last year sticking out. Just trying. Oh, we've got one here what's still connected to the mother plant. Any leaf, folks, where you've got like yellow and brown on it, just take them off. Keep them under control. Keep the disease down. very early in the season, folks, so you may have to do this several times before they start actually getting to the fruiting season. So you need to keep an eye on them. And obviously, depending on whether it's mild or whether it's going to be cold, it will depend on how quickly they grow. And you might get new growth growing, you know, right from kind of this time of year, mid-February. You know, it's not unknown for us to get some a nice March. Normally it's not, but it does happen. In fact, it does happen. We get sunny days and that. These plants are going to start growing. So there might not be a lot else we need to do to them. But if it's if the weather turns colder again and we have a sustained spell, temperatures are not that great up until May, then we'll probably find that there's a lot more leaves and that what may be dying off and might need to take off. So you just need to keep an eye on them and make sure those crowns are not covered, because the crowns need to be just above ground level. The crown is the part of the strawberry plant where all the leaves and the new growth comes from, and you can see it because you'll normally see new leaves appearing, like we've got in here. If the crown is covered, then the plant will rot. That's another one sorted. Let's adjust the angle a little, folks, so you can see me a bit better. Like that, it might be a bit better. Well folks, that's 3 beds done. I'll just bring it up so you can see. There's 3 beds tidied up. The next job is going to be to tidy all them up. But rather than bore you, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get on with it, and then we'll come back and we'll have a little chat once I've tidied them up. Okay folks, I've made a start on the first bed. I thought perhaps you might want to see what I'm doing close up, so what I'm going to do is have the camera over my shoulder so you can see what's happening. Ah, that's better. Okay folks, I found my better secateurs, so that helps a lot. The first thing is to just go through it and get rid of what's loose leaves. Now I've got lots of leaves because I've got trees at the bottom of my plot, and they obviously, it's like a wind tunnel up here, they all blow up. So you probably haven't got this problem. Right, so that's a bit better. This bed, it's nothing like this bed we've just done. That was a right jumble. And I think that was because when we did them last year, I had Alison helping me, and that was one of the first ones that we sorted out, or I should say probably mostly Alison. And then they got moved along here. And obviously the time we'd finished, because it was only a bit doing at a time, they'd already grown back, because last year was a phenomenal year for growth on the plants. So anyway, I'm going to tidy these up. You can still see the strawberry flowers from back in the autumn, because if you remember, we actually had flowers on these in November. And that's for these particular plants. These are probably an early to mid variety. That's not the norm. In the UK, there's kind of 4 lots of strawberries. You've got your earlies, mids, and your lates, and then you've got your strawberries which will flower numerous times during the season, but they're generally of the smaller variety, like an alpine or woodland type plant rather than mainstream. Oh, we've got Nigel just coming down. Let's switch this off. Okay folks, we're going to carry on. I'm going to be doing some filming with Nigel as well, so there's going to be another spot of filming coming up later, so let's crack on. Got to turn the screen round so I can see that I am in picture. Yeah. Whether you can, you'll be able to see on the next bed. You might not be able to see me down here, but I'll just get this quickly finished off. I know some people are not too particular about having tidiness. My personal view is that I like things to be, I like them to be tidy, and if it's tidy then I feel good. If it's untidy, it makes me feel bad in myself. It gets me down in the dumps. This bed's about done now. That's better. I wonder how your plants are looking, folks. Because mine, I can see there's lots of new growth already for this time of the year. Looking quite very good, to be honest. still a lot of runners connected to the mother plants. The mother plant is the main plant, and that sends out runners, and each of those runners can have one or two, well, can have several potential strawberry plants on. And if they touch soil, then they're likely to root and create a new plant. The other method is to chop them off and put them into a little pot and get them going that way, which is what you've seen me do many a time before, especially when I've grown them in pots. What a difference, eh folks? What a difference. Let's go a bit down here. Get on with those. And then they've all got weeds in. So once I've got this done, folks, that means we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means I've done 8 beds, which, to be honest with you, I'm going to be happy with for today. I think what I'll do is then another day I'll get the 11 strawberry beds inside the netted area sorted out. Now I think this year, folks, is going to be the year when we discover whether whether these plants being in a shaded area will be successful or not. If it's a failure this year, then we've proved the point that you've got to have them in direct sunlight. If they give us a good crop, then we know, you know, that it can be done. So that was why I put them here, because some of you have probably been asking, well, what a silly place to put the strawberry plants. I knew it when I put them here, and it was for an experiment. That was the reason why I put them where they are. And the reason why, and it was the only place where I could put them as well, because these were the ones what came from home, what were in pots, and I brought along, most of them were anyway. And rather than, you know, I wanted to give them a second chance and that as well. Well, not a second chance, I just wanted them to, it was the second year that I'd had them, so they were in pots for the first year, then I put them in here, and some of these are actually new runners and that, but this year should be the year that will prove whether they're good or not. Didn't cost me anything, so they've given me strawberries in the pots the first year. Really, when you should have cut the, you know, if you follow the rules, you would have cut the runners off, but I haven't. I never do. For those of you who are new to my Allotment channel and haven't watched the earlier videos, I did at one time have 700 plants I was growing, and I had 500 runners. Something I enjoyed. I just enjoyed potting them on and getting new plants, and it was just fun, but it was too much work in the end. So now, how many have I got now? Probably gone down to about 300, I would imagine. Now the other thing, folks, is that fruit was always a big part of our what was ate in our house, and my mum would like a punnet of strawberries every day, so that was great, because for about 3 months of the year we could do that. Plus we could put enough strawberries in the freezer for the rest of the year. But unfortunately, with how she is now, her tastes have changed and she's getting a bit, well, confused, and we're not sure whether it's dementia or whether it's from the sepsis or whether it's from the urine infection. We just don't know. You don't seem to get much help from anyone, so but anyway, basically her taste had changed, so they're probably not going to be eating so much now. I need to find maybe a new outlet that wants them. Nearly done, one more to go. And that's it, folks, that's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed the bit of what could we call it, a bit of tidying up, a bit of weeding. Not much weeds, to be honest, but it's looking a lot tidier. Let's just show you back from here. Much better, folks. Hope you've enjoyed that, and hope you enjoy the next one. Bye for now.